Okay, we have a lot to cover today. We're going to learn about subjects and clause identification. To find a subject, we always need to ask who or what is doing the action. So let's read this first sentence. Although we watched carefully, we did not see the big black bear. Who watched carefully? We. We're going to mark it with a big S for our subject. And now we're going to ask, what is being said about we? We watched. That's our verb. So, although we watched carefully is a subject and verb, and it's a group of words, which means that it is also a clause. Clauses always have a subject and a verb in them. Do we have another subject and verb in this sentence? Let's take a look. We did not see the big black bear. Who did not see the big black bear? We. What is being said about we? We did see. So we have another group of words with a subject and a verb. That means we have another clause. Now we have two clauses in this sentence. Whenever we have a clause in a sentence, we are going to mark them with brackets. That will help us to find them. Let's read the next sentence. We ate our dinner because it was getting cold. Who ate our dinner? We. What is being said about we? We ate. So we ate our dinner is a clause because it has a subject and a verb. Okay? Do we have another clause in this sentence? Because it was getting cold. What was getting cold? It. What is being said about it? It was getting. So we have another clause because we have our subject and our verbs. Okay. I like the red flowers since they remind me of my mother. All right. Who likes the red flowers? I. What is being said about I? I like. That's our group of words with a subject and a verb, so we have a clause. Since they remind me of my mother. What reminds me of my mother? They. What is being said about they? They remind. Verb. The rabbit jumped, which saved it from the dog since it ran right past it. Okay. What jumped? Rabbit. What is being said about rabbit? Rabbit jumped. This is a clause. It's a subject and a verb. Okay. We have which saved it from the dog. We have a who-which clause here. We used to put CL above our who's and whiches, but now we're going to put S/WW because which is our subject of our next clause, and it is also our who-which. So we are going to put our bracket there. So we have which saved. So what is being said about which? It's saved. There we go. Verb. Now we have since it ran right past it. Is that another clause? Well, let's ask. What ran right past it? It. Oh, there's another subject. What is being said about it? It ran. So we have another clause. We have three clauses in this sentence because each part has a subject and a verb. Remember, whenever you see your who-which clause, you're going to want to mark it with an S/WW. Whenever you see your subject, you're going to want to mark it with an S. And whenever you see a verb, you're going to want to mark it with a big V now. You will no longer be finding all nouns in a sentence or all pronouns in a sentence, and you will no longer need to mark your articles.